What's up, my fellow cadets? Welcome back to Final Fantasy 13-2. Colonel Ribbit is at your service. You know the drill.
In 400 AF, the Academy is the de facto government. Their crowning achievement is academia, a magnificent city which surpasses any that existed on Cocoon under the Fal'Cie hegemony. The man that laid the foundations for the project was Hope Estime, the leader of the Academy in its formative years. Science has progressed to the stage where mankind is able to build its own artificial Fal'Cie. Powered by this proto-Fal'Cie, human society flourishes like never before.
So there are 19 fragments in this place.
The power to influence the future. The power to alter destiny.
Why is it always raining?
Such an ability may, if one was not careful, change a person's fate for the worse.
Wait, that's Anima.
Such power was never meant for mortal man. There are none who possess the wisdom to wield it. Serah, you must seek out your own answers as you waver at the edge of despair.
Just change their outfits as well.
Wow. How do you build something like this?
A little bit at a time, I guess. It probably took a lot of people working together over decades, maybe even centuries, to make this city what it is now.
They had a vision for the future, and it grew from there, huh? You know what, Serah? I used to think the only way to make a better future was to change something right away, in the here and now. But creating something for people to build on? That's not a bad idea. Right? Even if it can't be completed in one lifetime, it's still worth starting. If you believe that someone in the next generation will take up the same ideal, then the dream lives on.
That sounds like Hope's way.
I wish she could have seen it.
Yeul, you mean?
Hmm.
She's very special to you, isn't she?
She was, but I couldn't protect her. Oh. Huh?
Yo, what? I knew it.
Threat level Sigma. All sections of academia on high alert.
What threat? I hope they're not talking about us.
The bots must see us as intruders.
That can't be good. We should look for a way to slip through.
This terminal's on. Shall we do some snooping?
Snoop away. We can't fight back if we don't know what we're facing.
Stand by for instructions.
Chocolino!
Oh, thinking about the sea makes me so sad. They used to be regular people, you know? They lived their lives just like you and me. Well, not exactly like me, of course, since I'm not human. I feel so blue, but I might feel better if you buy something. Thank you kindly. I hope my shop is helping people in some way, no matter how indirectly.
Thank y'all. Wait, let's get cash.
Not this way.
You can beat him.
No, I think we're trapped.
I think you're right.
Making a big deal out of nothing.
Take this!
All right, we give up. We won't fight anymore, so why don't you show yourself? Caius.
Pretend to capitulate and buy yourself time. It's not a bad strategy.
You've got no reason to fight me, Caius.
Wrong. You are the enemy. You are contradictions in the timeline. I have every reason to eliminate you. 200 years ago, you learned the forbidden history, and were entombed in that tower as a consequence. But now you stand before me alive and well once again. What can that be if not a paradox?
Towers and forbidden histories? What's he talking about? Could it be something from the future?
Could be. Maybe at some point we travel 200 years before this time and encounter Caius there. But I don't plan on letting him kill us.
There is no mistake. You are one and the same. A distortion, a contradiction.
Caius, this is unlike you. If we're in your way, why not just stop us yourself?
A fitting sacrifice was required for you to comprehend your transgressions. To that end, I enlisted some assistance.
Serah!
Your very existence poisons the timeline and invites disaster.
He really is convinced we're the cause of this paradox, huh?
Vermin. If this tragedy is to come to an end, no trace of you can remain in this reality.
Caius, we gotta catch him and make him...
Take it easy. If we rush in... Here we go!
What was that?
These were his enemies because of something that happened in the past. So we travel back in time and find out why.
You mean go back 200 years and look for this tower? Okay, let's find a gate and figure it out.
Hey, do you think there could be a gate on the far side?
And Caius smashed the bridge to block our path? If he thinks that's gonna stop us, he can think again. Another pack.
Get away from her!
Idiot. Oh, this feels so good. Sorry.
Yeul! Are you okay? No!
No!
Did it really just do that? Oh my god! Bad tentacle monster.
Don't hate me. Get him!
on, you have the tiniest sliver of life left. You absolute prick. How many tentacles do you have? What a sentence I thought I'd be saying. You stop poking me with those tentacles and just die already. Man.
Yeul!
Oh god, oh god, oh god.
I've got it!
Aw, crystal petal. Yeah.
Yeul, why?
I saw death. If I were to live, it would bring contradiction to the timeline.
But why?
It's because of us. Just like Kaya said, we're causing a paradox to occur. Because of that, Yeul has to... She has to...
Caius is not here.
You mean he's not here in the city?
Yeul, hold on, please!
No, I am not the Yeul you once knew. But thank you.
For the love of Etro, don't thank me. An artifact from Yeul.
She's showing us the way.
Yeah.
The gate is up there, Kupo.
Yeul saw everything, you realize that? She knew exactly what would happen today. There was never a time she didn't.
But even so, she didn't try to avoid her fate.
It's the law of the Farseers. Seers must not change history to save themselves. Because if they do, they can doom thousands of others to a worse fate instead. How about it? Ready for the truth?
The law of the Farseers. It's a terrible thing to live by. Because to obey it
means someone has to sacrifice themselves. Lightning, tell me, is there no way for us to save everybody? Noel and I are traveling through these gates because we believe we can change our fate. But even as we do, I can't forget what Yeul said. She said Caius isn't in this city. But if that's true, who was it that we met here?
Augusta Tower is the central information processing facility of the Academy. The entire edifice is occupied by the machinery of an artificial intelligence that possesses unprecedented processing power. It also houses the Proto-Fal'Cie project, an ambitious plan to create a man-made Fal'Cie. Here too is recorded the forbidden history, although no human survives to remember it.
Like, man, Caius. Ever heard of spoilers?
Yeul wanted us to come here.
The gates link places and eras that are connected somehow. Do you remember the forbidden history? The one Caius was talking about? I'll bet we'll find some clues here.
Wait, there are
200
people
years
here.
ago, you learned the forbidden history, and were entombed in that tower as a consequence.
Could this be the tower?
There's a person behind
First up,
us.
we need to find out exactly where we are.
Why
Time
can't
to
I
gather
leave?
some info. And there's a terminal right here.
Thank you for accessing the Academy DataNet. Welcome to the Academy DataNet. The Proto-Fal'Cie project was begun in 13 AF under the direction of the Academy. The objective was to develop an artificial Fal'Cie in order to re-levitate Cocoon.
Huh.
The project was proposed and designed by Alyssa Zidell and directed by Hope Estime.
Do you realize what this means? The Academia Fal'Cie must have been built by
He
Hope.
needed the power to float Cocoon.
Vanille and Fang. He did it all for them.
But then Caius took control of the artificial Fal'Cie. And now we need to find out why.
Outer perimeter now accessible.
We're free to leave the room now, right?
Thank you for access. Welcome to the Academy. Welcome.
Oh.
You have access to
Was that us? From before? This machine can show different eras.
He might have been watching us from here the whole time.
Do you mean Caius?
If that's who he really was, the Caius we met in Academia seemed different to me. I don't think he was the real Caius.
How could you tell?
We used to spend a lot of time together. We were both guardians. Warriors who were charged with protecting the Cirrus, although I was young back then, just starting out. Anyway, he took off, left me and Yeul on our own. I couldn't protect her, not by myself. Then, when it was just me left, a portal appeared. I went through it, and next thing I knew, I was in Valhalla.
You met them there, didn't you? My sister, and Caius.
I don't know why I keep running into him wherever I go. But I do know he wouldn't sacrifice the Cirrus. It's not in him. There's no way he'd allow Yeul to come to harm.
Well, we've got to find him. You brought us here, and we have to help.
Yeah. Not again. It's so frustrating.
What's wrong?
I'm missing some of my memories. I'm trying to think about what happened after Caius left us, but I can't remember how Yeul died. But I remember her face. I remember it like it was yesterday.
All areas now accessible.
Nice. Wait, you said all areas are accessible.
That was Caius, right?
That was Caius.
So he is here. But is he the real Caius?
Oh. Huh.
There he is. Now we grab him and find out if he's the real deal.
We have to be careful. This could be a trap.
Okay.
There must be some way we can get across.
Why don't we just try this?
The circuits are tangled with another age, Kupo.
It's being jammed by a paradox.
Maybe we can fix it with a key from another time.
Kupo!
That's more like it.
Now we can explore the other floors.
Oh, this might be the key that I got from 300 AF. And that was Alyssa.
Hey, that girl. Isn't that Alyssa? What's she doing in this time period?
I don't think it's a she, I think it's an it.
It does look like Alyssa, but it can't be her. Let's find out for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. She doesn't know who we are. I guess she's not Alyssa after all. Alyssa?
We used to know a girl who looked like you. But that was a long time ago now.
My apologies. I must recalibrate my previous greeting. It appears that you are acquainted with the original.
Original?
I am a duplicate of the Alyssa Zidell entity. My design is based on her biophysical data.
How'd she...
She's a machine.
A fabricated life form. Or a living machine. The semantics are irrelevant.
Alyssa, you haven't had any other visitors recently, have you? Like someone called Caius, for example.
The Caius entity came through recently, accompanied by a green-eyed girl. They were proceeding to the top of the tower.
Yeul as well? Why is she here?
Caius and Yeul headed to the top of the tower. Why? There's treasure here. Maybe to hide something.
Maybe she came to hide something that she didn't want us to know. Some secret about the timeline, perhaps.
Yeah, it's possible, I guess. No. Wait a second. Remember, the future Yeul sacrificed herself so we could make it here to this tower in this time. Why would a seeress from the future work with us against one of her own past lives?
All the Yeuls see the same timeline, and all of them have the same goal. They'd always cooperate, no matter what time period they're from. If anyone knows the secrets of this tower, it'll be Caius. If it means resolving the paradox, we have to talk to him.
We make the first move. Sounds good to me. Let's get our future back.
Alyssa, will you take us to the top floor?
Of course. This way.
If a person is created artificially, do they still have a spirit?
They say spirit is a gift from the goddess, given to humans and humans only. We're studying contradictions, with the freedom to make—
This way, please.
Bye, Noel. Why is she smiling at me like that?
What's happening?
Is this a paradox?
Go see what's happening. On it. What is this? No.
Oh no. What did you do to Hope? What did you do to my baby?
Time to die.
Alright, I'm getting a bit dizzy with them making the floor move left to right. Can you stop that, please?
What the hell was that?
This was an effect of the paradox. You just witnessed an event that took place on this spot 187 years ago.
Wait a minute. So, you're saying the real Hope and Alyssa were murdered?
Yes, after the tower was completed. During the Proto-Fal'Cie development project, the artificial intelligence and humans came into conflict.
The artificial intelligence killed them? Because they were in the way?
I'm afraid so.
How are we gonna fix this?
Hope and the others were killed in this tower. And then, after they were dead, the AI took control of the Academy.
A broken Fal'Cie was created by a broken artificial intelligence. Humans were betrayed, and then they were wiped out.
And the duplicates were mechanical puppets that were built to hide what happened.
Why do I keep having monsters thrown at me every time I make a discovery?
You two have seen it now. You've seen the forbidden history. People who know too much have to be buried.
It stopped moving.
Looks like they closed the door on us.
Kupo.
Well, now we've seen the forbidden history. Does that mean we're stuck here for good?
200 years ago, you learned the forbidden history, and were entombed in that tower as a consequence. But now you stand before me alive and well once again. What can that be if not a paradox?
Do you remember what Kaya said? In his memory, the next thing that happens is... we die.
That's why he acted the way he did. As far as he was concerned, we were supposed to be dead. He saw us 200 years later, assumed it was a paradox, and tried to get rid of us.
But there's a way out. If we can survive now instead of dying, that will automatically change history. We can save the future.
Agreed. Alyssa and Hope's fate are in our hands. It's not over yet. Not by a long shot.
You just go back to Hope and Alyssa and tell them, hey, how about don't make this AI thing because it's gonna murder you. Simple, yeah?
This is more than just an elevator malfunction. We've been sucked into the paradox.
Uh-huh. There's something strange going on with the system.
There we go.
You think we fixed the elevator?
In the decade following the commencement of the Proto-Fal'Cie project, a conflict arose in the Academy between the AI construct and its human creators. The construct insisted that the Proto-Fal'Cie be imbued with the full powers of a Fal'Cie, but the scientists countered with the argument that the more dangerous combat functions were unnecessary. With no compromise forthcoming, the project faced termination. In 13AF, the project director, Hobestein, was assassinated and the debate died with him. The Proto-Fal'Cie was eventually created with the full functional ability to change humans into l'Cie or thief.
The old cocoon fell from the sky because the Fal'Cie who powered it was gone. Then the Proto-Fal'Cie was created in its place to make Cocoon float again. This is great. The artificial intelligence that killed Hope and his team now seems hell-bent on killing us.
So you don't think the Proto-Fal'Cie and the other AI are being controlled by Caius?
No, I don't. Someone else is pulling the strings.
No, doesn't think Caius is behind this mayhem, then who is? Oh, yeah, I think.
Couldn't the culprit be the artificial intelligence itself? What if something that humans created found a mind of its own?
So you're saying a machine learned to think for itself? Huh. Then it wouldn't need anyone at the controls, would it?
We should search for the AI mainframe. Maybe we'll find out what's really going on.
Kupo.
We're getting close. Let's take it down!
Oh, it's the behemoth in booty shorts.
For Alyssa, for Academia.
Not much of a boss, really. I was expecting something a little bit more exciting, but alright.
Let's regroup.
I'm there panicking about my dead healer. It's gone.
This must be the heart of the system. I know it's a machine, but it seems like it's almost breathing.
Yeul, are you on your own?
Cuckoo. I brought you this.
Why? What should we do with it?
You must protect the timeline. I saw you in Erba. I trust you. I believe in you.
We're in the same time as when we met in Erba. So you're the same Yeul.
Yes.
But who are you? Who are the Farseers?
I am the Seeress of the oldest tribe on Pulse. My visions of the future are recorded and stored in the Oracle Drive. But that is long in the past. There is no more need to record the prophecies. I have Caius now.
What do you mean?
He is tasked with protecting the Seeress and remembering her visions. Now and forever, he will remember the entire timeline. Caius. He is beyond death.
What? You mean he can't die ever?
The Seeress possesses the eyes of Etro, and inside Caius beats the heart of chaos. The goddess has gifted him the curse of eternity. He is a guardian, and his mission is to protect the Seeress. The power to see the future is a terrible weapon. It can turn history into chaos.
But then, I don't understand. Why are you helping us? I mean, you do know we're trying to change history, right?
History has already been broken. The timeline had been twisted before I met you. The distortion leads to a future of death and destruction. If you change the future, you can change the past and correct the distortions. The miracle that saved Cocoon has already been altered. Someone who was meant to survive did not come home.
Someone who was meant to survive. You mean my sister? You do, don't you? You're saying that lightning shouldn't have disappeared that day.
It was because the future was changed.
So if we keep traveling through the gates and resolve all the paradoxes that are happening...
Yeah.
If you change the future again, the true past will be restored. The past that you still remember, Serah. Together, the two of you can correct the timeline.
Did you hear that, Noel? We've been doing the right thing all along.
Yes. Can you tell us something else? Someone has been laying traps for us inside this tower. Do you know who's behind it?
Your enemy. It is here inside the tower. It has generated the contradictions that threaten you. The machine is sentient.
A machine? So the Caius who we met earlier in academia, he was...
An imitation created by the machine.
And what about the other Caius? The one we saw in the tower?
He is real. He brought me here. And when we are finished, he will take me away.
Let's go.
Yes, go. And please, let me see a new future.
We'll do it.
Good. Everyone is smiling. This is the future I wanted to see.
I shall remember your pain. It will be carved in my heart, together with the memories of every other Yeul, cursed to die this way.
I'm worried about Yeul.
Couple.
Yeah, but if we're going to fight, we can't afford to have doubts. She's hoping for a better future and believes we can make it. Look, the fake Caius was sent out from this place.
But where's the enemy that Yeul warned us about?
Proto-Fal'Cie. So this is what Yeul meant by sentient machine.
This thing has been behind everything. It's the one who turned the people into sea, and it's the one who's been trying to kill us in the tower.
Alright.
Understand. How did the future Proto-Fal'Cie end up here?
This place must be like the void beyond. A crossroads where the future and past intersect.
And that would enable time travel. No, do you realize what this means? The Proto-Fal'Cie could have used this place to travel through time and infiltrate the artificial intelligence. Then it could have manipulated the AI to kill all the humans in the tower and build the Fal'Cie of Academia's future.
You're saying the Proto-Fal'Cie took control of the AI and ordered it to build the Proto-Fal'Cie. It's a closed loop. A chicken and egg paradox.
Right. A paradox is exactly what it is. The Proto-Fal'Cie was trying to protect the distortion that gave birth to it.
Knew all along that it was part of the paradox.
Just a sec. If the Proto-Fal'Cie can manipulate the past, that means...
It could travel back in time and rebuild itself.
As long as the crossroads exist, you cannot defeat the Proto-Fal'Cie, Cooper!
Now! Perfect! Okay, my turn! See how you like this! Time for you to go away! For good! Thanks to Mog, huh?
You guys play around, Koopa.
You saved the day.
Thank you. You did great.
A crystal apple. Okay.
Again.
This is Hope's fault.
Huh?
He was the one who started building these things. Proto-Fal'C and AI both. Will you listen to me? Looking around for scapegoats. These fights are really starting to wear me down.
I don't blame you.
It's not gonna do us any good whining about the mistakes of the past. If we don't stop this thing from regenerating, we're never gonna get out of here!
The Proto-Fal'C keeps regenerating. What's the battle strategy? Let's scream at Hope!
The machine is manipulating the past. But then, there's no reason we can't either. Please, I hope you're watching this. Hope! Can you hear me? I've got a bone to pick with you. These machines you built
Serah!
are driving me nuts!
You did it, Serah.
But I didn't do anything. At least, I don't think I did.
Serah, are you all right? Can you hear me?
Oh, I'm alive.
Oh, what a relief.
You worry too much, Noel. Noel isn't himself these days. I wonder if it's because he can't remember the future. It's understandable. No one wants to think they'll forget something that's important to them.
You know something? When you get mad, you sure do remind me of your sister.
Be careful. She might be watching you now. If we are returning to a better future.
I'm sure of it.
Well, cadets, Colonel Ribbit is signing out.